Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon. Welcome back. This is another episode of Lore of Warcraft, the show where we take hundreds, thousands of episodes to cover every single thing in the World of Warcraft universe. Lately we've been on a very long run of trying to cover every single piece of content in World of Warcraft Classic. And we just started off the Barrens last time, so stay a while and listen as we kick off the second part of our Barrens walkthrough. Now, this is the official Barrens walkthrough, which is going to be more Horde leaning. We will do an Alliance Barrens walkthrough, probably in a couple different stages as we get closer to doing Wailing Caverns, because we'll do that with both factions. Last time we did a chunk of the Ratchet quests and the Guns of Northwatch and all that stuff. We're down to 17, so I think we can actually afford to pick up some of our other questy poos here. Oh, we didn't do anything last time because we actually ran over. I think these small lustrous pearls might have a use to us. The silver bar, I'm pretty sure we have a stack. You know what we can do with them? We can go put these bad boys right in the bank since we are in the convenient place of Ratchet. We do have this missing shipment quest we can pick up. Alright.
Time is money, friend.
We'll repair, because we did take a lot of damage. Sell some of this. We don't need this ore. Can't use wands. We're not a blacksmith, and we don't have anybody we can send that to. Alright, so that's all good. That gets us down to things that we can store in the bank. And noted. Let's pick up
money, friend.
pick up deep moss spider eggs.
Spider egg omelets are a new fad in Booty Bay. The problem is, Booty Bay's got no eggs. I smell an opportunity. In Windshear Crag and Sisher Canyon, in the Stone Talon Mountains to the northwest, lives the deep moss spider. Bring me its eggs and I'll pay a bundle. In Windshear Crag, the eggs will be clustered under what trees remain. In Seashear Canyon, well, if you have a weak stomach, then maybe you should just collect the eggs at Windshear Crag.
Okay, so that's one of the two quests that want us to go out Stone Talon way. The other one being Ziz Physics over here. So there are two breadcrumby kind of quests. I'm going to pick them up right now, just because we have a little bit of space
stole
again.
many of the best goblin mines, but from time to time, we get the opportunity to steal some back. A while ago, the Venture Company outfit in the Stone Talon Mountains hired Garenzo Wrenchwhistle, a gnome. Their other engineer, Ziz Physics, was so taken aback by this, he pleaded with me to find him new employment with the Tinkers Union. I set him on a few tasks, but he might need help. Maybe you could look in on him for me. He's stationed at the western edge of Windshear Crag.
Okay, so we have a couple quests we just picked up. Let's go to our actual quests in order here. I started Thousand Needles last night. I got to a point in... we'll talk about that when we're walking. I'm sure we'll have some. So we picked up these two. Deep Moss Spider Eggs. These are two neutral quests, so they're quests we'll complete with the Alliance as well. And... Ziz Physics. We picked that one up also. Okay, but yeah, if you look, apparently those are two quests that can be picked up by both factions. So we'll have the same breadcrumbs sending us out to Stone Talon. And Stone Talon is the next zone we'll do. So actually, they're pretty appropriate breadcrumbs. We just missed the boat, so hopefully we didn't have to take it with the missing shipment here. This is one we picked up last time.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Where's to send on the next ship, Gleekin Soul? We can't read that book.
Gazlo sent you, did he? Just a moment. Let me take a look here and check my own logs and make sure I didn't have Gazlo's shipment sent to the wrong place. Bet he's waiting for those boots from Drizzlek. Everything looks square from my records, adventurer. Go on back and tell Gazlo he's out of luck. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the pirates that nabbed his goodies. Nothing else I can do for him. Oh, though you could tell him that I've got some things from Undermine for him when he has the time to come pick them up.
I have no idea what the point of that quest is, other than to maybe kind of sort of breadcrumb you over to the dock. Like, hey, in case you didn't notice, there's a giant dock there. Don't know. Literally have no idea what the deal is on that one. But we get a second quest out of it. So we gained from that whole ordeal. Yeah, I gotta close this. I was hoping this would be kind of an end to a chain, but yeah, we gained 20 XP and 2 ratchet rep. Less than half of what we would get for fighting a pirate. And it takes more time. Alright, so we'll go tell him, no, he doesn't have your stuff, bro.
Hey there, just passing through.
What did Dizzywig have to say?
No dice, eh? I guess it must have been the freebooters then. Dizzywig's on the level. I'm sure he wouldn't cheat me like that. After all, he is on the payroll. Looks like I've got some goods to get back, adventurer. What do you say? While I'd like to recover all my goods, I'm sure that's not possible. Still, there's a few things that I absolutely must have. As you see, my observatory is ready to go, but it needs the smaller of the 2 lenses. The first arrived by caravan from Duratar, but the second was bound by ship and never arrived. Also, I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlik in Booty Bay. Head down to the pirate camp and see if you can find them.
Okay, so, yeah, I guess this is a little observatory, which is kind of cool, actually. That's like an homage to, or like a nod to Warcraft 2. So, we finished the second one right there, bam. And now we picked up Stolen Booty. We might as well do Stolen Booty, because we're not going to be playing around with those pirates, like, at all. So there really aren't very many quests that send you... There might be one other one, but I don't think so. So since we're so close to all this going on, we might as well, and it'll help us get one more quest out of the quest log, because I don't think the Stolen Booty really leads to anything else. So Stolen Booty, this is, like I said before, until we clean this up, Questy starts to become a little, you know, oh, you know what? I was looking at this while I was playing yesterday. I wonder if anybody has tried this add-on. It's called All the Things. I'm strongly considering doing it when we begin our run for retail. When we start doing our completionist, all the things it kind of goes along with what we're doing. Now it's a little more comprehensive. We're just interested in every quest, but I guess it keeps track of every quest, every breadcrumb you could possibly pick up, yada yada yada. And that's good, because one of the things that we sometimes potentially miss out on is breadcrumbs, because if you go to a zone without completing it, you can lock yourself out of those breadcrumbs forever. But I guess it apparently tracks mounts and pets, and I don't know, it's the completionist's guide. So there's 2 things we need. A telescopic lens is one of them, and a shipment of boots is the other one. So we're just gonna, I guess, get right in on this. I'm gonna have to kill some pirates. We killed a lot of them, but we are not done killing them. Pirates, I'm sorry to let you know, we need to kill more of you. We get ratchet rep from this, which is good because we don't get a lot of else. In chat, they're spending a lot of time talking about, I don't care about that battered chest. Battered chests are like almost never worth anything. Even when you're like level 1, they're barely worth stuff. I guess the only good thing is that you could get like mats from them. But it's not even worth the 1 extra pirate I would have to kill. Alright, so that's one. The other one is at this tent. I guess I could explain that. You just have to go clear out a couple of these tents. But I think there was... we had to kill the South Sea freebooters first in order to get this quest. So, either way, there's no way I could have done this in one shot. Because that would be the goal of this streamlined walkthrough is, hey, can we finish this all in one go? But you either have to kill the pirates and come back, Maybe even killing Baron Longshore, don't remember. Or you could do it the way that I did it. Where we just did everything in one swoop and then we just had to run back for this shipment, which I think, all told, I like this method better. Because otherwise you're going and killing about 20 pirates and coming back, and this is easier than that. Alright, so this is going to give us, hopefully another one done, and then, where, geez, I don't even know. What I kind of want to do is, because it sort of kind of, it gets us to a finishing point to a certain degree, I kind of want to go up and do, maybe get some of these things taken care of. And just kill monsters on the way, but work up to the miners thing and the Samaflange and all that stuff. Because what we don't want is anything that gets us into the 22s, but past the 22s, which we don't have anything like that. You really have to get down into Southern Barrens to get away from the Wailing Caverns quest. Yeah, so originally I was going to take my characters and go Hillsbrad and then maybe do a dungeon or so and then go into Alterac. And I've also questioned lately, like, hey, what do you... Horde really gets left in the lurch here. How do they catch up? Well, here's how they do it. One, Hillsbrad, I would say, is the closest thing to a transition type of zone that you'll get for levels... Like as you're getting close to being around that third tier of zones leading into the fourth. Because of its attachment to the Alterac Mountains, and basically all of the quests that happen in the Alterac Mountains, there's no base in Alterac really. So they're all based out of Hillsbrad, Foothills. Alright, here's your stuff, bro.
I sure could use your help, kid.
Did you find my things, Gleekin Soul?
It's a relief to get all this stuff back. So thanks for your help, adventurer. You know, I could use a person like you to help out with my operation here. If you're ever looking for work, don't forget about how well Gazlowe pays for service.
You can't even say the word pay. Alright, so, cool. We finished that one. We're done with our stolen booty there. All the stolen booty has been recovered. We're actually really progressing a lot of these neutral quests. I don't know why I'm wanting to do these first, but that's what's happening for us. Alright, let's sell those couple things we just picked up, and then, yeah, I think I like that idea. Let's work our way up north and start working on the Samaflange, Ignition, all that stuff. I think, a nice side effect would be
Hey, how you
that
doing?
those quests will not be covered for a little bit of time. So, oh, I forgot to go to the bank.
Be good.
So,
Yo.
this kind of allows us to get 6 of those pearls. Yeah, I'm gonna put the swiftness potion there too, because I can't see a time when we're gonna need it. Another one of those. Okay. Cool. I think that's good.
Have a good one.
Got all kinds of buff things we can put on us now too. Alright, so now we're going to work our way out, and we're going to kind of just walk up and just do what we can do. And for whatever reason, I don't, again, man, should we just go? Alright, fine. I'm not going to push. Torn, truly torn. Because we could push our way forward and get this line of quests done. But it does. Then we have all these low-level quests that are just sitting in our quest log. They're looking lame. Oh, we need to go to Thunder Bluff too, but I did say I was going to try to wait until we hit level up. Because that quest line is worthless. We're already not getting anything for it. It's not going to give us anything less if we level up one more time. Alright, let's hunt. We'll just start hunting in the area. So we need Plain Striders, we need Raptors. Now the best place to find Raptors... Well, there's some fungal spores. Let's go head in that direction. And yeah, we'll kill all these various dudes that we see on the way. We need pretty much everything. We need the lion tusks. So we'll kill some lions since we see a patch of those right there. Yeah, so I guess now we're gonna Hunt and skin. Got our first raptor head. We don't need hyenas. Hyenas are one of the least necessary mobs in all of World of Warcraft. There is very few. Very few. We got light hide. Very few quests that make you want to kill the hyenas. People talking politics in chat. Never gets old. Not a fan of it. But I mean, I guess it's a public venue. People can talk about whatever they want. To a certain extent, huh? I guess you can't. Can't talk about whatever you want. Alright, so yeah, we just, honestly, we're spoiled for choice here. We've got so much we can do. We haven't gotten one Savannah Lion Tusk out of these guys, so that makes me a little bit sad that we are eliminating so many lions and not gaining anything for our efforts. There's more patch of lions. Actually, I think the best lions are like over there, somewhere in that ballpark. I usually have almost a 100% drop rate when I fight those. They're a little higher level. But usually the drop rate's quite good on these Savannah lions. Well, look, our two-handed axe is up to snuff. Yeah, this is just bad. I mean, at least we're getting leather out of it. So I'm not going to complain. I'll keep on murdering lions. Pretty sure that's frowned upon. We do need those raptor heads too. I would hope the drop rate's good on raptor heads. You would hope every raptor has a head. But you never know with World of Warcraft. They definitely arbitrarily make certain things that you would think have 100% drop rate way lower than... I cannot believe these Prowlers... That's what... It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that the Prowlers just have a bad drop rate on it. Because I'm telling you that other... Also, we probably have to kill lions later on, so this is an example of me not using my time the most efficiently that I could. But I just saw all these lions, and I was like, hey, that's a good time. There's a couple raptors, so that's good. Get some of their heads. Not a one. So we killed 2 patches of lions. But I do see 3 more raptors up here. So let's cross our fingers and hope that each one of these raptors has a head. They'll go pick up some fungal spores over there. I actually think you can pick up the fungal spores from a couple of the places. Right. Yeah, I don't believe I usually do. I don't believe I usually play this zone the way that I'm playing it right now. Oh, here's a Kolkar pack with his hyena. What is he doing? It's like he's watching me. What's his name? Kolkar Stormer. I really thought it said Kolkar Stoner. Even less than the hyenas, the beloved giraffes. They never have any quests to kill them. They don't want you murdering giraffes, and I'm actually okay with that. I don't want to murder giraffes. Not enough like on Northrend when I accidentally go murder like baby mammoths or whatever.
To get closer.
I'm surprised the hyena didn't aggro on. I guess he doesn't care if I pick these mushrooms. So these spores can be annoying because they require... Look at these hostile tortoises. that's also a rarity. There's not usually very many hostile tortoises. This quest can be dumb because in busier servers, I have... Right now, it's kind of early, and I'm waking up. I made myself wake up a little earlier today, so I go to bed a little bit earlier because I have to go to the office tomorrow. I'm super mad. The job that I had the whole saga for, that I was in line for, well, there was this whole big giant audit thing, and the outgoing guy, he basically, I don't know, I think he had a system for how he would handle it, and then there's certain things he would do. So certain of the hard copy audit files, he would just take care of on his own, knowing, like, hey, I'm going to have to go in there and, oh, look, they're probably fishing for deviant stuff. Yeah, because they're, like, way high level, so... and then he even would specifically say, like, don't worry about having a system of organization for all of your files from, like, my department. He's like, the amount of time it would take you guys, he said this on more than one occasion, the amount of time it would take you guys to create an organization system so that when there's an audit, I have to go pull, you know, whatever. It might take me a day to find the papers that I'm looking for. I'm not gonna fight that. Well, we could, but I'm not gonna. But I'd rather spend that day than have you guys constantly, you know, working on this organization system that 99.9% of the time is pointless. Now, creating an organization system wouldn't be that hard. But since he said it like that, and that's always how it's done, I was always just like, whatever. So they didn't pick me. The new guy came in and he said, you know, hey, let's for audits and stuff, let's create let's go through the make an organization system. Okay, but it was the a month away from the end of like our kind of fiscal year, not exactly fiscal year, but the way that it works. So I was like, well, I'm not going to start because I basically make a new system. So we need kidneys and beaks. One's for the Chen's keg, one's for the hunt, I believe. So I was like, I'm not going to make a new system from scratch right now when there's a month left, but for the next year, basically, I will, or, you know, starting for the next season, which starts in a couple months, when I start everything from scratch, like I always do, I'll make a new system. Sure, why not? And, so, basically, on Sunday, the guy sent an email to me and my boss saying, guess what? The auditors need, like, all of these files. Massive lists of organized files and massive paper copies. And I was like, dude. And he said, by the way, the deadline is tomorrow. Like, so this is by end of day tomorrow. So this was on Sunday. And I was just, like, I responded to him and my boss. I was like, okay, first of all, like, this was never communicated that we were going to need these things. So because of that, so at the end of each year, basically, I take all of the paper copies that I have of everything, and I box them up, we seal them off, and I ship them to a centralized warehouse. So that, where they're just kept for auditing purposes in case they're ever needed for 2 years, and then they're shredded. But I was like, dude, first of all, I have certain of these copies. They're not compiled. So some of these things, if I can come in to the office and I was like, but it's, I mean, obviously, I guess I would be coming in to do it on Monday. And I was like, but like most of the stuff you asked for, I was like, one, it's gonna, I don't have them. They're at like the central storage. And so I would need someone to go down there with me and be there while I unsealed everything. And I was like, and then it's probably, I was like, it's probably gonna take like all day. It's gonna take at least a whole day to do it. Because we're talking thousands and thousands of files. That the way that it's basically currently organized is I have one, when I go to ship them, as I'm storing them, I categorize them into like which ones are secure and which ones are not files, and then they're just kind of lumped together. Because I put them in the pile kind of as I go throughout the year. They're loosely organized by date, but not completely. And like the auditor wants to see like Joe Schmo, I want this person's file from this person's date. I want this, and we're talking. It's gonna be a pain. I need to basically sort through thousands and thousands and thousands of people's files for about 100, maybe 200 sets of files, and I'm hoping the sets are together. So like a timesheet might be on there, security log, chain of custody, all these different things. So like, let's say some person worked on something on one day. So basically, they picked a day, and then I get to pick a second day of my choosing. So I'm gonna pick a day where hopefully like as little people has worked as possible. Anyway, it's a big giant pain in the butt, and I have to go in tomorrow and do that because basically the guy said. So I said, look, this is first of all. This has never been something we do. This has always been something you do at the district, this new guy's job. Second, we've never organized it in a way that would make this type of audit easy. Like, we might as well just be going through trash bags and hoping that we find these things. I said, like, it's gonna take a long time. So, and we're not, I don't know. So basically, when I sent back the thing saying, dude, and to get it done by tomorrow, like, this is gonna be, that's a crazy ask. I was like, I guess I can drop everything in my life and unexpectedly on a Sunday night and plan to go drive to wherever these boxes are located if you can get some there. So then he said back, like, just hold off. I'm gonna appeal or whatever, ask for an extension, yada yada yada. And yesterday they're like, nope, you need to do it. Like, oh, don't worry, we'll like let you, we'll give you, if you come in and work, we'll give you like later on, we'll give you an office day or like it's some. Basically, this is nothing. That I'm working an extra day. It's not part of my contract. And there we go. So we have all the beaks we need now. I still want those raptor heads though. So will things clear up a little bit? Yes, but I would like to get the raptor heads before we go into. But what's annoying is I'm a little bit annoyed at the predecessor because he didn't communicate this to us. And that's all fine if you have a plan, which I believe he probably did. His plan was probably do this himself, because it would take him one day. He could go down, work on it.
Looking for something special?
Just seeing if he had any neat recipes there. Oh, we are getting... I think we're ever going to need light feathers. But I felt like we needed to sell some. And I was right. Little child. Oh, we might as well pick up Dig Rat Stew. I don't know why this didn't appear on our list, but...
Wulan in Shadowprey Village can sell you the Expert Cookbook.
You will need that if you are to
Okay,
better
so let's pick
yourself.
up Dig Rat Stew.
An adventurer like you must get pretty hungry out here in the Barrens. Me, I'm starving all day long. Tell you what, I'll fix you up a nice stew. Just need a few dig
gonna
rats.
sit in our
Seems those
thing for a long
filthy
time.
dwarves at Baal Moden are overrun with everyone's favorite feast. Now head on down south to Baal Modan and bring me back some dig rats. You can't call yourself a seasoned adventurer until you've spent some time killing rats. Ha!
I don't know where. Oh, because it's. Yeah, see, this is a 23, so that one will sit in our quest log because until after we're done with Wailing Caverns. And really. Yeah. Shadowfang Keith's actually much tougher. So we'll go ahead and put that. I think Dig Rat Stew is a horde quest, but I also think it is cooking. Like I think it appears on the cooking. It doesn't appear part of this. Yeah, see, it's a Dig Rats. It's a cooking quest. So it's a slightly different color because I have my cooking picked up differently. But this is technically a cooking quest, a horde only cooking quest. All right, like I said, I want to get some more raptors. So hopefully we need these lions too. We were already killing them. Questy. So now we're down to only having one space. Let's see if these are huntresses. These are actually lower level than the other guys were. Let's see if we have a better or worse drop rate on these lions. Well, the huntresses as opposed to the prowlers. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm super annoyed. Sorry, I know it's way more boring when I rant about real life. But it's not even the it's first of all it's sucky, it's avoidable. I hate that. I hate with better planning and communication. This guy that took the job over, and now granted he might not have known what he didn't know, but this is on him. This is his responsibility. His department needs to get this done, and for him to put the call out that essentially other people are going to need to do this. And he might have got screwed over by his predecessor, who either didn't include this as part of the transition plan or did. And this guy didn't read it. Like, I don't know what's behind the scenes there. But now everybody that got audited, all the different sites, I'm not the only person that's gonna get screwed on this. So I'm just, it's just a pain in the butt. And it's not like any of my other stuff goes away. It's just gonna be a day I give up on top of whatever other work I have to do. To go do something that really, and whatever, I do work that's not my job all the time. But in this situation, like, this guy just, I don't know. He feels that he obviously feels it's not his responsibility. So it's avoidable too. I think that's the other part of my frustration. I don't like things like this that are avoidable. Had communication existed, I could have, even like a month ago, before, even like 2 weeks before I shipped off stuff, when I had my staff there, and I could have delegated some of this stuff, and or even, even better if this had happened a month ago, which is a few weeks, 2 weeks or so before I sent everything off. I could have used one of my days, since I could arbitrarily pick a day, and the audit we got audited on the last freaking possible day in the window. So I could have grabbed that stuff. It's just so frustrating. And I know what I would do if it was me. If it was me, I would, and I had this job, I would be doing this myself. I would take the day, even if it meant that I had to go work an extra Saturday or whatever, I would do it myself. So that's the other thing I think that really gets me, is that the guy that got my job now wants me to work extra. And I know that if it was me in that position, I wouldn't impose this, because he's basically inconveniencing a handful of people majorly, because he got kind of screwed, or maybe he didn't even get screwed. He might have... whatever. Sorry for the rant. That's my... I have very little to complain about in this life, and my annoyance this week. Let's go find some more raptor heads. I would like to finish that since we got 7 out of 12. So we've got all the Savannah Lion tusk, but I'm pretty sure those are only part of the ingredients. We also have the plain strider stuff. You know what? For Chen's empty keg, because we're very close, we just need the thunder lizard horn. And I think those are down here. So we'll go down here and to hunt raptors, but on the way we'll also look for the thunder lizard horn. Why not, right? Because then we'll have Chen's empty keg, the first part, and there is actually a second part of Chen's empty keg that's a repeatable quest. We're not going to repeat it because it takes as long, if not longer. I think it takes maybe even longer. And it's more appropriate for... There's a raptor. I think it's a higher level. But it's again, it'll get us through that chain. Okay, we need to find 4 more raptors. Did that. And if we go down here, we can get a thunder lizard horn too. So let's try to find ourselves a thunder lizard on the way down. We need to go back because we're also passing by a lot of the things that we could use. Like we need a we need to kill these centaurs. We need to kill all the zebras. Zevra that we pass. So I don't know if it counts as us when we're in Ghost Wolf form. Are we doing the same amount of damage? I don't know. I mean, that seemed pretty good. We definitely had our part of that was our lightning shield, but we need 3 more raptors, and we need we're getting close to, look, there's a family of gazelles. Oh, there's another raptor. Great. Look at that giraffe climbing a mountain up there. You know, also, what part of it is that, you know, I'm doing my best to be a big man and not resent the guy that won the job over me. But it's challenging, and I think the easiest thing for me to do is just minimize my impact with him. And now I'm going to have to go spend a whole day. Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because either he's going to sit with me the whole day and help me, or which means then I've got to work in close proximity with him. Or he's going to completely just hand me the keys and be like, alright, let me know when you're done. So... annoying. There's an ornery plane strutter. See, now we're getting into the areas where these things are actually worth XP. So we're starting to get on that kind of like the equator, like the I don't remember what you call that line, like a line where it shifts from night to day or whatever. Like we're on the little invisible boundary between the southern and northern parts of the Barrens, which is not so invisible in retail. But yeah, when I heard about that, because I was thinking about it, I was like, I wonder if there's people already that there's gotta have been like basically what I'm doing that already exists out there. And then I heard about that Find All the Things app, and I was like, oh man, that's like what I'm doing, but even more, even better. So that's pretty cool. We got an intact raptor. Oh, because we need the horns for that smart drinks quest. Not all of them have it, but whatever kind that was does. I'm not going to grind those out because there's a better spot. Wherever you get the like silver coins, that's the best place to go grind those out. But I do want this. I mean, I guess if we're finding them, probably should. Because they're annoying to find. I really can't tell if we're fighting better or worse in Ghost War. I guess we can see. It says damage NA. 32 damage per second. Yeah, so it looks like we do the same amount of damage. I mean, there's a few quests we're gonna need, so I'm not like... There's a storm snout. Got a second raptor horde.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I was just having a thought. I bet your inventory's getting full. It's alright, we will get, we'll get our, leatherworking underway whenever we turn in. Look, even if we turn in every single quest we have, it wouldn't level us up. All 18. Ridiculous. But we'll have to gain some points up by continuing to quest. That's pretty good though. We got a few points. Now I wonder if this guy's... It looks like he's taking full damage from our lightning shield, even though he is a lightning caster. Oh, we might as well pre-throw another one out. Sharp Claws, that's for rage potions for alchemists. They don't really sell for anything. Come on, gotta stand a little closer. They have this weird thing where...
Inventory is full.
Okay. Got it. Alright, so we got our stuff. So now we're gonna just head right back into the crossroads and then turn in a couple quests, probably pick up more. I don't expect our quest log to get any lighter. And then we also should go to Ratchet, probably, to turn in Chun's empty keg. Yeah, because then he'll give us the second piece of that, which is another... We want to complete it at least once, even though it's a repeatable quest. And it's kind of like what we just did, where there will be a bunch of... We have to collect a bunch of ingredients from a bunch of different types of mobs. But I mean, we're doing good on time. We're accomplishing some good stuff. I like this. We really need to get some of these weaker quests done too. Yeah, like these disrupt the attacks and stuff like that. We need to get rid of the Baron, whatchamacallit, the quests for a lot of our lower level stuff. Need to do that. We need to go ahead and do the Forgotten Pools. We can pick up the Kolkar Leaders and Centaur Bracers. That's a path we could go out that way. We need to get the harpies. We basically need to start looking at what's our lowest level quest. So we need these Quillbores, Forgotten Pools, with the supplies to the crossroads. So this kind of area, that's really what we should do. Plus the Gevra, whatever, that's going to add some stuff on there. Well, we could run up from Ratchet and get the raptor horns and do that. We could, even though we probably won't get it in that area. There is a few. We only need 2 more. And then we can kind of loop up from that way and kind of loop around. I'm trying to think about how we can get one more little loop in play here.
Looking for something special?
The small furry paws, I don't even remember. I look them up every time. Remember, the Strider meat's kind of useless for us. And I can just never remember what the heck they're all about. Look at all this stuff. A lot of it's turn in, but we can at least take those tons of scraps we have and make light leather. We still have 1, because right now we have 2 stacks of scraps. So this will just help condense more light leather. Yeah, all of that's quest stuff that we're going to turn in, so. Not too shabby. All right.
Be careful.
Cool. So let's now turn in these few quests. So what do we have? First up, we'll turn in the Planestrider Menace and get the next step of the hunt.
What can I do?
Have you collected the Planestrider beaks?
Very good, adventurer. With the plane striders gone, we'll have an easier time keeping our supply chains intact. And I hope you learned a few tricks out there in the Barrens, for your next prey has a little more fire in its blood than the plane striders.
The fiery Gevra!
The Gevra! Although not the fiercest beast in the Barrens, are a shade tougher than the plane striders. Don't worry, we'll send you against bigger prey in good time. But for now, your teeth could use a little more cutting. Hunt the Gevra to the north and south, and collect their hooves. Bring them to me, and perhaps we'll next send you against something tougher.
I don't know how well they really feel that they've done in terms of creating voices here. But if they want to maybe look into how to create an AI that is schizophrenic and has multiple personality disorders, they're on the right track. Because they shift accents and tone and emotion.
Strength and honor.
Do you have those heads, Gleekin Soul?
You got rid of the raptors. Thank you, adventurer. You are an adventurer of worth. You may have killed the raptors, but the silver they stole must be recovered. I have reports that the raptors have a large grouping of nests south of Ratchet, known as the Raptor Grounds. It is likely that they brought our stolen silver there. Go to this raptor haven and search for the stolen silver. When you find it, return it to me.
Dabu.
Will do. Okay, so now we've completed the Raptor Thieves and picked up stolen silver. And that's actually the spot, the best. No, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that's a good area for us to get stolen silver. Is it really that far down? Raptor Thieves. Stolen booty. Stolen silver. There we go. It's a decent spot to get our rest of our horns, but not necessarily like we don't have to. I still like my original plan before.
Hello. Do you have the spores, Gleekin Soul? There is a concoction I must send to my associate in Thunder Bluff which requires the spores.
Yes, these are good specimens. Potent. I am Forsaken, and we honor our contracts. Here is your reward, adventurer. I have rendered the spores you gave me into an emulsion.
Apothecary Halberd places
I must
the
now
spores
send it to my associate,
with alchemical
Apothecary Zama.
ingredients.
If you were to carry this to her, she can offer you something from our stores of alchemical goods. She is in the Pools of Vision, a cave beneath the shamans of Thunder Bluff. The path to this cave is well hidden, but you may find it on the Spirit Rise Bluff. Do hurry. This emulsion will maintain its potency for only a short time.
Oh.
And must be resealed and processed before then.
Whoopsie. I didn't realize that. Oh, it has 45 minutes. Well, I guess we're going to Thunder Bluff, ladies and gents. But now at least we have 2 reasons to go there. So, what do we're going to turn this into, and then I'm going to go through the list as we fly to Thunder Bluff. So, let's pick up the next Chen's Empty Keg thing. So, it's alright. At the rate that we're getting XP with these Lobby quests, we would be, like, it's going to be forever before we go there anyway. So, at least now we can get that level 10 one out of our inventory. Chen's Empty Keg.
Zug zug.
How's the search going?
Ha ha! I never thought I'd make more of this stuff ever again. You've stirred in me a great sense of nostalgia, adventurer. Kind of reminds me of the last time I made a batch of Trog brew. Thank you. The memories warm my stomach.
And now we can get the repeatable.
Storm Stout, huh? I have another recipe that I learned from Chen. Would you be interested? It won't take long to make, and it might be useful if you plan on adventuring some more. Bring me 5 lightning glands from any storm hide, 1 Thunderhawk saliva gland from Greater Thunderhawks, and a Kodo liver from any of the Baron's Kodos. Like I said, this stuff has kick. It's the Trog brew that I mentioned to you before.
Alright, so that was, whatever, 550 XP. So now we're going to go to, yeah, we're at 19. We've gained a quest somehow. I don't even know how that's possible.
What's up?
So we're going to go fly to Thunder Bluff. Help us out a little bit. But let's see what we did here. Okay, so we turned in the Planestrider Menace and picked up the Zevra. Okay, we got that one. Then we completed Raptor Thieves and gained Stolen Silver. Good. Then we completed Fungal Spores and picked up Apothecary Zama. Cool. So Fungal Spores is done. And we are picking up Apothecary Zama. Where is Fungal Spores? Boom. Right there. So this is an easy one. I believe this one also continues to take us along the lines to Wailing Caverns. And then we... Oh, because of the dig rat, that's why. Then we completed the next Chen's Empty Keg. Oh, that is a horde one. Step 2. And we picked up Chen's Empty Keg Step 3, which is a repeatable. Bam, and if you look down there, I think it's way down. Yeah, see, Chen's Empty Keg. This is a Southern Barons style quest. We gotta get some more. This is gonna be one of the longest areas we do, so. If you look at our questy, it's probably the last thing. Yeah, it's a level 24, so that's gonna be one that we most likely do after Wailing Caverns. So once we come back from this, we are gonna need to. Now I don't know that we're probably not gonna have time. My plan originally was to loop up around there, but now it's not. Now we will go back to the crossroads and we'll hit the piggies up, and I'll try to swoop over and get the Forgotten Waters. Maybe the definitely the Zebra Hooves on the way. Maybe we'll hit these Witchwing Talons up also on the way. Now these Kodo liver, anytime we see a Kodo, we'll have to fight it, which means as we go, even as we're going in this... Oh, you know what? We're definitely not. Because while we're in Thunder Bluff, we're going to look at our leatherworking. So we're definitely not going to hit our time. We might not even come back on this. So because we're already within about 5 minutes of the end. But it's pretty nice. Barrens is... I tried to cast one of these spells. Didn't like it. When I'm in Thousand Needles, like this whole idea they have where they have these balanced stones, I've got to see a place in the real world where that's an actual thing. It just seems so crazy to me. Like, does the weather really not change enough that those never come down? I also, we have 4th of July coming up here in a few weeks. And my great trip, so there's... The 4th of July, I'm kind of... I like it. I do enjoy it, but... I've talked about this some in the past, that it's a huge responsibility for me, because I'm part of a coordination of a big show that gets put on. And it's expensive. Because there's usually a handful of us, anywhere from just me and my brother-in-law to half a dozen of us. We usually all drop over $1,000 each in fireworks, so it ends up being quite a big show. I'm usually responsible for all the logistics. My brother-in-law usually handles a lot of the physical building, the rigs and the platforms. Alright, here's our ride to Thunder Bluff.
Greetings. If you are here for leather goods, then you will find my wares well crafted.
There is dust on your shoulders that must be from the Barrens. You have spoken with my friend Jahan.
Ah, new bundle of hides. I will get to work on these immediately. Thank you, sister. You have done me a great service. Here are some coins to pay for your time and travel costs.
Oh, cool. We're honored with Thunder Bluff now.
Leather goods for Jahan.
They're first honored.
Crossroads. Will you bring them to him? If you have already been to the Crossroads and spoken to their Wind Rider master, then you can fly one of our Thunder Bluff Wind Riders back to him. Take the leather goods to Tal, our Wind Rider master in Thunder Bluff, and speak with him to arrange transport to the Crossroads.
Alright, so we have completed Ride to Thunder Bluff, and then now Tal the Wind Rider master. Bam, so that one's been sitting in our inventory for a little bit of time. Bop, and now we picked up Tal the Wind Rider master. So this 4-part chain, this is a big one. This is one of the longest in terms of names that for our cells on our sheet. But that's also good, getting that out of there. Do we have anything we really want to be cooking right now? Oh. Okay. Where is the leather worker guy? Reds, Smithy. You would think it would be near that dude. Weapons, did we already? I think we probably already learned all of our stuff. We were already at Torin,
I would be honored to train you in the use of the weapons that I have mastered, should you have the ability to learn within you.
I have the ability. Buster.
How?
What are you looking for?
Alright, tell me where the profession trainer for leatherworking is.
Go see Una at Thunder Bluff Armorers then.
Alright, I'll see her. Next tier up. We have to go up that way anyway to the Spirit Rise. You know what? We'll hit it up on the way back. We'll go to Spirit Rise first so that we get the actual quest taken care of. Yeah, so we probably won't even fly back this episode. We will let it ride. Because we're so close to wrapping it up. But I don't want to... I'm on the fence if we should just pick up Serpent Bloom right now. So we don't have to worry about coming back here. That's probably a good idea, because I think we can avoid coming back here for a while if we just pick that quest up now. And we have one slot. So I think I'll do it because we're going to open one up as we complete that. Because we need to keep one open for the likes of, like, ignition and stuff like that.
I am forsaken.
You have something from Apothecary Helbrim.
Ah, Ah, the spores from the barons that Helbrim was gathering. He garnered your aid in delivering them. Good. And the emulsion is still potent, so you must have wasted no time in the delivery. Well done, adventurer. The Royal Apothecary,
Forgot we were on a timer.
based in the great undercity of Lordaeron, has sent me here for a very specific service, adventurer. Perhaps you wish to aid me, and in turn, the Dark Lady in our efforts to advance the Forsaken. Recently, I studied a rare specimen of flora named Serpent Bloom. I believe in greater quantities this herb has great potential. Unfortunately, Serpent Bloom can only be found in the darkest recesses of the Wailing Caverns, a dangerous cave system located in the Barrens.
Alright, well that's good, because I thought maybe this would have its own sort of thing, but apparently the Apothecary Zama is sort of a breadcrumb to picking up Serpent Bloom. So that's good. We can check off Apothecary Zama now. There he goes. More and more getting done. Now, I actually want us to, once we go to the walkthrough here, let's go ahead and open up this next section, because now we have more. What we need now is this, except it's going to be Wailing Caverns is our new spot. Gotta open this up a little bit. And we just picked up Serpent Bloom. So it's at least keeping track that we did that, even though it's kind of out of order. We're kind of keeping track of it in parallel. So we still need... So that's good. That's good. That's good. I was thinking she was going to give us another step, but no. The only reason you do that whole thing is to introduce you, but you don't have to do it. But it would introduce you to the Serpent Bloom quest line. I also don't think it's a breadcrumb in the traditional sense that, like, I think if you picked up Serpent Bloom earlier, I still think you could accomplish the ones we just did. Oh, I took the wrong exit door. Should have went over to that one. Ah! That was not my plan. There's Darkmoon Fair over there. Everybody's in the Horde is stoked that it's by Thunder Bluff this week. I think there's a back door. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's a back door over here. I can't believe I just jumped my little self off of Thunder Bluff. Yeah, so I recalibrated Arathi, as I was talking about at the top of the show. It's just, first of all, there are no Horde quests for Arathi. All of the ones that technically appear in Arathi, they're all tagged as Hillsbrad Foothills quests. So you have to decide when you're going to make that cutoff if you want to consider Horde a contested zone, which it should be. Unlike the Alliance, where they actually correctly tab a lot of them as Arathi. Not Arathi, I'm sorry, Alterac Mountains. I keep saying Arathi. Alterac Mountains. I don't think we have enough wool. Yeah, I don't think we have it like that yet. So what we want to do now is we want to do leatherworking supplies.
Greetings.
Okay, and let's go ahead and start. After we finish working on the leatherworking here, we're going to wrap it up. I just think we'll forget if I do it the next time. So that was 10, 5. Those all stink. But I believe that 5 might be the best. 6, 6. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's the best that we have, this embossed leather cloak. So we need 3 of these. And hopefully this gets us into... Since we'll be at 90, we get something that can be less consumptive on our
Goodbye.
leather, because 5 pieces for 1. You're getting into blacksmith territory now. I do like that we don't need that walking stick. It's not good. DPS is worse. Stats are worse than this axe that we have from our sugar mama.
I am pleased with your progress so far.
95 is the next thing, but I think I had a recipe in here. There we go. Now I can make Murloc scale belts. And at 95 we get some other stuff too. So how's that Murloc scale belt work? Now the cloak is off. So this... that belt actually might be better. It's way better than what we have. So I will at least make one to use up some of those Murloc scales.
Well met.
I have just the thing for you.
Why not? It'll give me a point. But also, it looks like 6 leather is about as good as we're going to get now. Yeah, that was a much better belt than what we had going on. Okay, so... we're going to get to 95. I could make cured light hides. So fine leather tunic is not as good as what we have, but we have that option. You could just make straight up belts. This probably is... this takes 3 cured light hides. Gross. They probably sell for more. Honestly. That's 10. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't have any more slimy Murloc scales to make this Murloc scale belt with, but... we might as well use some of our light hides. These pants only take 1 light hide each. So maybe we make a little bit of... yeah, we need salt in order to make the... okay, so we are going to make a total of 4, so I need 4 salts. Because I don't want... what I don't want is 2 stacks where I have a stack of cured light hides and then I'm also carrying on a stack of light hide. Once we get to the point where medium hide comes into play, it's not going to matter anyway, because then we'll just start banking any light hide we get. Okay, so now I can make these pants. That takes coarse thread. Yeah, and we're going to barely have any light leather left. But we'll be getting tons more, so it is what it is. It's just for now. And hey, we'll have gotten ourselves up to 95, so... that's great. Ideally, we want to leave the Barrens... doesn't even matter. You just want to be about 1/3 of the way, so... at least 100. And we're very close to that. Yeah, I'd say you want to at least be around leatherworking 100, or whatever your profession is. By the time you hit tier 2, you want to be through 100. So those sell for 3 silver each, much better than what we've been getting.
Watch over you.
We can learn some recipes, right?
I am pleased with your progress.
So now we can learn light leather pants.
Leather has inspired your hands.
Which, that takes 10 and a cured light hide.
66,
2 agility, stam, spirit. They're better. They're better pants, so that's cool. We can also build the Murloc scale breastplate. That's cool too. So we don't have the Murloc scales we need for now. 76. It's also not as good as what we have. So not a big deal that we can't do anything with that. We still have a 100 to make the Hillman's leather vest, which we you sure you need that? I know you need the Hillman's cloak. Then we have those shoulders that we can build at 135. So probably build ourselves a pair of those pants soon. Alright, so I think that's good. We'll stay in here so we get the rest of XP. We did go a few over, but that's alright. This leatherworking is fun. We have another episode in the pipe 5x5. I appreciate you for watching, for listening, even when I'm boring. See y'all next time on Lore of Warcraft.